Welcome back to another one. We back with it. We back in the building. Thank you for coming. Hit that like, that share, and that subscribe button. I am your host, Mark Anthony. I am forever with you. And today we talking about how I became a barber. Over 10 years. I became a barber over 10 years. Starting off one day I was getting a haircut and I was going to the barbershop, and my boy Marley Mall, who cut hair, was like, I needed a job. So I was, just chilling and looking for a job, really up to nothing. And my boy was telling me, you should start cutting hair. And then I started thinking about it. And then one day I just went up to the barbershop. I went to, not the barbershop. No, I did go to the barbershop and I asked him what school did he go to, and he told me the school, and it was called at the time. I want to say, ABC was the second one. Healthy Hair Academy, for all those who know about that, in Inglewood, California. Healthy Hair Academy. I went there. Matter of fact, I was the last class that they had before they closed the school down. So it was cool. It was cool. We was the last class, and I went up there basically. Let me just, cause I'm all over the place. So he told me about the school to go to. So I went up to the school, and when I went up to the school, I signed up and everything, and he didn't believe it. So I had came back to Molimo and I had told him that I enrolled into the barber school. So that's how I got into barber school. So barber school was cool. I finished it, and then I didn't finish it just like that. I finished it like over some years. I was bullshitting. I was getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? All different type of shit. So how I got into the barbershop was that nigga. Is it Kevin? No, it's Keith. Y'all gonna hate me for that one. I can't even think bro name. But there was a barbershop on my house, popping barbershop. It's called In the Cut, and everybody used to go up there. Everybody in the city. This was in Hawthorne. This is in Hawthorne. It's not. It's no longer there no more. So everybody in the city will go up there, and we'll just be just chilling. Hangout spot. They have the B&R Burger next door. So yeah, we'll be in there chilling, and I just was like, one day I just went in there and asked the owner. I think his name is Kevin. No, Kevin. Kevin, yeah. Kevin was in there, and I was like, man, you think I could work here? And he was like, you in school? So I was like, yeah. They take the what them things called? I'm so bad right now. They take the I can't even think the damn name. For the shit that people be going to school for. Interns, not interns, but it's another word. But anyway, they take them people, and they only, each barbershop can take like one or two people. So he's like, oh yeah, you can come up here. Got in there, started doing my thing, started learning how to, like, that's how I really learned how to cut, like jumping in the game. You know what I'm saying? Then, shit, when you go to barber school, they don't really even teach you nothing how to cut. They really teach you about sanitation and how to groom people right. As far as grooming is wood things and chemicals and all this different little stuff that making sure that you properly taking care of a person, because these some of these chemicals or things you put on people's skin can either harm them, kill them, you know. We don't want to use the word, yeah, all that. So you got to be careful about certain things that you do with barbering. So I was in there, and that's how I really got to learn the game of barbering, because you they gon' you talking about somebody haircut, somebody that wanted to stay like fly, can be, and they spending their money too. You gonna get embarrassed quickly, but you gonna learn how to cut hair quickly. I could tell you that, because it was like that's what was against me. Like, me trying to learn fast enough where I could make money. That was what was against me. Goddamn, I'm trying to say that shit. Yeah, and I had to learn that quickly. You know what I'm saying? Just getting in there, learning how to get them with them cuts, making the money. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't stop for nothing. It was cool. I worked at the barbershop. I worked at a couple of barbershops. In and out, different barbershops. I did house cuts. It was cool. It was a cool run. Like, I got tired of it. Just, I don't know. It's cool. It has its moments, but it does get tiring. People always want you to definitely be there on time. I mean, that's your part of your job, and that's what you sign up for. But you still working for yourself, so you have to have time for yourself. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, they have to remember it's 50-50. The client has to remember that you're a human and you got things to do, and you do things that you supposed to do, and you just keep, you gotta have your time for yourself. You gotta know how to manage your time and manage your money. You know what I'm saying? It was cool run. I cut some celebrities' hair. I done cut women's hair, men's hair. Who cut? It doesn't matter. As long as you have hair on your head, I can cut them. Mexican, Asian, black. I just gave up on it. It was a couple. It's a lot of reasons why I don't want to do that. I don't want to do people hair no more. I don't want to cut nobody hair no more. It's cool. I could cut certain people hair. I could cut my son hair if he needed. Cut a couple of friends' hair if they need it, but I don't want to cut no more hair. I'm cool on that. I got other things to be doing. And it's time consuming. You dealing with you damn near like somebody counselor when you cutting people hair. You gotta listen to their problems. I got my own damn problems. I don't be want to hear all that shit. You know what I'm saying? This client talking about this girl. This client is an alcoholic. This client trying to sell me something. This client quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get the quiet ones, you be thinking something wrong, because you didn't deal with so many different personalities. People don't think like I'm pretty sure every job like that we think that is super cool. I think barbering is cool, and I think other jobs can be cooler, but they have their downfalls to them, and you have to separate yourself from that. Like, being a barber, it could be cool, and you could make a lot of money. You could meet a lot of celebrities, cut a lot of celebrities' hair, but your mental, and you gotta know how to treat your health, take care of your health. You know what I'm saying? And just all that, and manage your money. That's a lot to do. So, you gotta know how to do all that. Some people can do it, some people can't. So I would say learn how to do it. If not, go get you a job that's gonna have some benefits and pay. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta just keep doing what you gotta do. So, with that said, that's what it was. I had started barbering. I did it for 10 years. It was cool. I don't want to do it no more. That's it. So, hit the like, the subscribe button, the share button, and go to IamForeverWithYou.com, buy some merch. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming on